In a small town of 7,000 people competing against 4 gyms, Whitney bought a failing gym that was barely staying afloat, and in just 5 weeks, we helped her generate $86,000 in revenue. Today, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint we use to make this happen. Let's dive in. First, let me take you back to our onboarding call with Whitney. She had purchased an Anytime Fitness in Lander, Wyoming, just 11 months earlier, and the first thing she told us was that she hadn't taken a single paycheck since purchasing the gym. Now, what most marketing companies or consulting agencies that work with gyms would do is just scratch the surface. So they jump straight into running ads, maybe changing the offer or bumping up prices, but that's totally wrong. We spent the first hour listening, getting into her challenges, her struggles, and obviously her goals. Here's what we uncovered. She had only 7 personal training clients. 4 competitors in the town of Lander were all fighting for the same 7,000 people in her town. Rent was eating away at her revenue. Her goal was to scale her personal training clients and gym memberships, but really wanted to focus on the training. The next step after the onboarding call was to develop a game plan that best fit her current situation. The first thing we did was we tapped into Whitney's existing database of thousands of leads, and the big thing here is that most gym owners are obsessed with getting new leads, but they don't realize they're sitting on a gold mine of past leads that if they had a process that was effective to get them back through the door, they'd be able to generate a lot of capital without spending a single dime on any ads. So what we did was we helped Whitney reactivate our database, people who had shown interest in her gym. And we did this using our ChatGPT 4 plugin. Now having great leads means nothing if you can't close them. That's why we put Whitney and her team through our Gym Members Now Sales Success Blueprint. Every weekday, Monday through Friday, they could jump on coaching calls to master our 9-step sales process. If you're not familiar with it, it's a strategy we use at our very own 138 gyms and studios that we own and operate as a company to close deals effectively, independent of the offer. To learn more about it, click this video here. Back to the Gym Members Now Sales Success Blueprint. This step was critical. Without knowing how to close deals, Whitney would have wasted a lot of money on ads. And coming from not being in the gym space, she really didn't know what she was doing when it came to selling personal training, small group training, or a membership. She just didn't have that experience. So once her team was ready to sell, we moved on to the next step, which was turning on the ads after we had run their reactivation play. So what we did here was leverage our Decagon Matrix. So for those of you who don't know, the Decagon Matrix is a proven method we use to run ads across the 138 gyms and studios we own as a company, but also the 100 plus other gyms and studios that we work with. So it's broken down into 10 different segments, 10 different market segments. So we divide each audience by gender, men and women, and then we do it by age groups like this: 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, and then 60 plus. What we do from there is we rapidly test hundreds of copy and creative combinations, and the main goal here is to grab the attention and speak directly to each market segment independent of one another. So really to speak directly to that unique market segment, right? A guy that's in his 20s is completely different than a guy that is in his 60s. And obviously, a guy that's in his 60s is very different than a lady that is in her 60s. So that's the whole goal here. What most people will do is they pretty much carpet bomb their market with the same ad, right? It's one ad that goes to all men and women of all age groups, and that's what most marketing companies do. So the results within just 2 hours was that Whitney booked 10 appointments. That's the power of running ads that resonate with the right audience. This quick win also led to 2 things for Whitney. It gave her the confidence that it's possible to get high-paying members, even in a small town with high competition, and it provided the cash flow she needed to continue fueling her business. The problem with most marketing consulting agencies is that they turn on ads, they sit back and watch. And typically what happens is disaster. Bad leads don't book, leads don't show up, the leads that do show up don't convert, they didn't know what they were coming in for. The difference here is that we guided Whitney through every step of the process throughout the entire journey. Our coach held 2 one-on-one calls with her every single week, and these aren't your typical all talk, no action coaching calls. Our coaches have decades of experience managing our own gyms. Here's why this is important. Every gym owner situation is unique. If we want to help gyms become profitable, it involves much more than just bringing in leads. We consult on every aspect of their business. And the results of all of this, not only did Whitney generate $86,000 in 5 weeks, but she also built a sustainable business. The whole goal of her acquiring this failing gym to make money from it and create stable business. Her team became confident, her clients started seeing results, and for the first time in 11 months, she was able to take home a paycheck as an owner, and she built a community within her gym of people that were getting results and loving it. She also hired 4 personal trainers to keep up with the demand from the leads coming through the doors. And the final step in this process was just conducting weekly business reviews. Every week, we met with Whitney to ensure every part of her business was performing at its best. Here's what we tracked with her. So, new leads coming in daily, the show-up rate on those leads, the conversion rate on those leads, average client value, churn rate, cash collected per sale versus contracts signed. And after just 5 weeks of working together, Whitney achieved incredible results. Remember, she started with only 7 personal training clients. By the end, she scaled to 65 training clients, collected $20,000 in cash up front, and secured $60,000 in long-term contracts. Don't forget, this was in Lander, Wyoming. This is a town of 7,000 people with 4 other competing gyms. So if Whitney could generate $86,000 in just 5 weeks in a small town, imagine what's possible for you. If you want to learn how we can help you achieve similar results, just check the description below for a link to book a call. During the call, I or someone from my team will dive deeply into your gym to see if we'd be a good fit to work together. Because like I said earlier, we need to run a deep dive, see where you're currently at, see where your strategy is currently producing, and then tailor a game plan based off what we know works, based off what you're doing. If anything, we'll be able to give you some actionable information. At the very least, we shake hands as friends, go our separate ways because it doesn't make sense. And I'm not here to waste anyone's time or money. So if you found this video valuable, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to check out this video here to see how one gym owner scaled from 2 locations to 14 in just 3 years. We'll talk soon.